Hello, this is Unit 4 Journal. This is regarding my clinical experience with a 22-year-old female who has been diagnosed with postpartum depression. She delivered a baby boy about 5 months ago. She self-reported herself to crisis with heightened symptoms of depression, particularly lack of sleep. There is some history of anhedonia and just nightmares. So she did have quite a bit of trauma in her past due to her stepfather being emotionally and sexually abusive. She still maintains she is still in contact with her mother and her stepfather, who are her primary social support in terms of taking care of her baby when she's working. Her husband works third shift, so he's gone for most part of the night and the evenings, and that's when she feels the most depressed. When I met her, what struck me the most was her flattened affect. Quite frankly, it's one thing to learn about blunted affect and another thing to actually witness it for the first time in a real person, and this is the first time that I've actually seen what blunted affect looks like. She was a really pleasant lady, alert and oriented. She did have a very positive outlook to life. She wanted to get better and be able to take care of her baby, but she was just not capable of doing so because of her depressive symptoms. And it was so visible in her voice, which was it lacked any prosody. It was slow it was at a slower rate. She did take a little bit of time to process our questions and respond. However, all her answers were coherent and appropriate. So we eventually started treating her symptoms, particularly sleep, because that was her primary concern. So trazodone was prescribed, and she did say that it was making her feel better in terms of it was able to get her enough sleep at night. We did give her some hydroxyzine because she did experience heightened anxiety, particularly in the evenings. She would say that the thoughts of her past would come back and haunt her, and she would ruminate a lot, and that kind of gave her some physical symptoms of anxiety, such as tightness in her chest, flushing, some amount of tachypnea. She would breathe heavily and rapidly. So we did give her some hydroxyzine PRN to be used particularly in the evening when her symptoms are more obvious. But outside of that, she did not display any hallucinations, paranoia, delusions, any activity that was concerning, like no EPS tics or tremors. She was very clean, groomed. She did take care of herself while she was in the hospital. Her surroundings were very clean. Her bed, her books were arranged cleanly. Her environment was pretty cleanly kept. No delusions, no auditory, visual, tactile, or command hallucinations. She denied any substance abuse. Her impulse control was fair. She does endorse passive suicidal ideation, but she has no intent or plan or acting on it. She wants to live and be able to take care of her baby. So we had placed her on Prestige 50 milligrams nightly, which she was taking. She was medication compliant, and we did add some Abilify 5 milligram daily just to help her alleviate with her depressive symptoms.